little bit, and you got Rhett Lauder on the mound. He's thrown the ball awfully well when he's faced the Cardinals, and he's in a pretty good run of his own right now. Let's hope he can do that. But probably more than anything else, Reds need to score.
They got to figure out a way to score some runs. Game one, very winnable. Just couldn't figure out a way to, first of all, put any pressure on the Cardinals. They did in one inning, and that was it. See if they can do a better job of that offensively here in game two. It's the Reds and Cardinals. An encore from game one. Hope you enjoyed. Let's play. First pitch presented by Cincinnati Children's, changing the outcome together, and it's on the way and outside for ball one, 1-0 on J.J. Weatherholt. 81 degrees is our game time temperature for game two, presented by TempStar. Get complete home comfort with the TempStar heating and cooling system. Find your local TempStar dealer at tempstar.com. The pitch missing low. And Lauder behind the count here. 2 balls and no strikes on J.J. Weatherholt. Weatherholt came off the bench in game one. Went 0 for 2 and now takes a fastball and a good one in there for a called strike from Lauder. 2 balls, 1 strike. Well, we talked about those storms that were rolling in toward the end of game one. They hit minutes after the first game ended. And the 2-1 pitch to Weatherholt, that's a strike on the outside corner. It was an ideal situation where those storms came through and got out of here before the start of game number 2. So either game impacted by a pretty good line of storms that came through here. Didn't end up being all that severe. Just a lot of rain. The 2-2 pitch. Swing, and Weatherholt got a piece of it, fouls it away, and stays alive. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes on J.J. Weatherholt. But had that game not been finished in time, we definitely would have been waiting out a fairly lengthy delay. Here's the 2-2 to Weatherholt. And he takes down low on a changeup from Rhett Lauder, and the count fills up. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Weatherholt's hitting .242 with 16 home runs, 46 driven in. Lauder back into his windup. Here's the payoff pitch, and Weatherholt bounces this one toward the middle. Sal Stewart can't get there. That is on into right center field for a base hit. J.J. Weatherholt is on with a leadoff single. You have McLean playing shortstop, Sal Stewart playing second base. Weatherholt finding a hole up the middle on that roller, and now here's Ivan Herrera. Herrera was 0 for 2, but walked 3 times in the first game, handling the catching responsibilities here in game 2. Lauder's first pitch to Herrera. Tried the outside corner, but missed away with a fastball. 1-0 on Ivan Herrera. Lauder behind with ball 1 on the first pitch to each of the first 2 hitters. Herrera, wide open stance. Lauder's pitch is fastball down low, 2-0. Having a little bit of difficulty at the moment locating the strike zone.
Well, he's not getting a challenge from behind home plate with Trevino. He's thrown 2 strikes here to the first 2 batters, and he's not gotten a challenge at home plate.
2-0. Changeup misses down and in, and it's a 3-ball, no strike count now on Herrera. Lauder has allowed exactly 2 runs in each of his last 4 starts. Pitching between 5 innings and 6 in all those. The pitch is low, and that's a 4-pitch walk, missing down to the fastball to Ivan Herrera. And now 2 aboard with nobody out, and the batter's Alec Burleson.
I don't think you're going to make a lot of progress by pitching to Burleson with runners in scoring position. That's just the kiss of death.
Not how you want to set things up with this guy lurking. So here he is, 2 on, nobody out. It was Burleson that provided both runs in game 1. He swings the first pitch here from Lauder and skies one into the sun to Bleday and left. Shielding his eyes, he comes on to make the catch. The out is recorded. I don't think Bleday has his sunglasses on at the moment, because when he took the field, there was no sun. During the inning, the sun has popped out from behind the clouds, and now it is right in the eyes of Bleday and left and T.J. Friedel in center. I don't think Friedel has any sunglasses at the moment either. But the clouds have moved on over the last few minutes, and now it is just beating down out in left and center. The pitch is a first pitch strike to Jordan Walker, and the count is 0-1. But Not to be lost in all that is the fact the Reds are able to get Burleson after the first two reached. The 0-1 to Walker. Swinging a ground ball to third, should be two. Suarez to Stewart. Around to first. That is a 5-4-3 inning-ending double play. We go to the bottom of the first.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
He drives it to deep left center field. Back goes Kmitz to the warning track. Leaps and he has it. He falls over the fence. Kmitz fell over the fence as he made the catch. But since he left the ballpark, it's a home run. You've got to stay in the park. Let's give it the old college try. What a great effort.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
JTM. Let's create great dishes together.
With 60 nonstop destinations, CVG will get you from the dugout to your destination in no time. Make CVG your MVP for travel convenience. Visit CVGAirport.com for more information. CVG Airport, connecting you to home runs.
Well, the Reds will come to bat. Cardinals held off the scoreboard in the first inning, unlike Game 1, and now they'll face Andre Palante. And, well, Cowboy, this has not been a very favorable matchup for the Reds when he's on the mound.
July 25th, 2026. That would be this year. 8 strikeouts. That was his high. That was against the Reds.
He has the lowest ERA against the Reds of any National League opponent. Pitches a strike to Elly De La Cruz. The count is 0-1. Maybe today's the day. Oh, and 1 on Elly. Elly struck out 4 times. All 4 times he came to the plate. His second 4-strikeout game of the year. DHing today just to get him off his feet a little bit. Give him a break. 0-1, the count on Elly. Palante, the drop step into his windup, he throws, and De La Cruz swings at a breaking ball. Barely got a piece of it, tipped it foul, and he's down 0-2. Nine career outings. 4 of those are starts here at Cincinnati. The pitch, Elly takes a backdoor breaking ball off the outside corner, and he's pitched well. 2-2 as a starter at Great American Ballpark with a 2.35 ERA. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled off the front of the Cardinal dugout. Elly up there left-handed against the right-handed throwing Andre Palante, who's making his 24th start of the year. 12-6 with a 3.46 ERA. Palante, the short drop step kick. Reach way back and delivers. Slider down, and it's 2-2 on De La Cruz.
Palante throws a lot of cutters, sliders, and curveballs. He's got a changeup that he can throw for a strike. But where he's had the Reds' number is the Reds chase his fastball out of the strike zone, way up.
2-2. Elly smashes this on the ground past the second baseman into right center field for a base hit. Boy, Elly, who has been scuffling, 0 for his last 14, just 2 for his last 34. But he hit a rocket through the middle for a base hit.
And that was a fastball, and it was out over the plate and down, and he smoked it. Now the catcher behind the plate, Ivan Herrera, does not throw well. Palante, very slow to the plate. If you're De La Cruz, you got to be going here first couple pitches.
First pitch on the way to Sal Stewart is taken off the inside corner for ball one. Ivan Herrera has only thrown out one base runner all year. He is 1 for 39.
That guy fell down, right?
Here's the 1-0 to Sal. Ellie's running. The pitch is swung on and fouled back to the right side, out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike on Sal Stewart. Ellie running on the last pitch. Right back out to his lead. Burleson holding him. Palante a high set. A long hold. Still holding. Now he comes to the plate. Runner not going, and Sal lines it softly up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Ellie up to second base. They throw in behind him, but he gets back ahead of Church's throw, and the Reds have 2 aboard. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Back-to-back hits to open the game against Palante.
Well, that's where the Reds have done most of their damage, has been with the De La Cruz and Sal Stewart combination. But if you get a hit and the runner's at first, he's not scoring.
Right. Now J.J. Bleday. Pitch to Bleday is off the outside corner, ball 1. And it's 1-0 on Bleday. And that's the importance of trying to run early. So if you get that hit, you got a chance to produce a run. Palante readies. Here's the 1-0 pitch to J.J. Bleday. Swung on, fouled back. The count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. Bleday's hitting .217. 20 home runs, 47 runs batted in. He is still stuck on those 20 home runs. He's been stuck there for a while now. The 1-1 pitch, and Bleday swings, sends this one toward the alley in right center. It's going to hang up. No, it's not. It's going to drop in. The center fielder, Church, comes diving over for it and has to play it on a bounce. Boy, that was awkward.
Yeah, it looked like Church misjudged that ball. He broke back. I think he thought it was hit harder. He broke back towards the wall. He had to make kind of a crescent moon shape towards the baseball, and by the time he got there, even with the dive, he was not close.
And the right fielder, Baez, was too far over toward the line. So because it looked for all the world like that ball would be caught off the bat, Ellie only advances 90 feet to third. Same story with Stewart to second. They're loaded now. Nobody out. Here's Suarez. Palante's first pitch is popped into the seats foul. First base side. If you're the Reds, you absolutely have to capitalize on this opportunity right now. The Reds had a similar situation in the second inning of Game 1. Didn't cash in and paid the price. Here's the 0-1 to Suarez. Swung on, and this is laced to center field. Right at Church. Catch is made. Ellie back to tag. He will score. Stewart's back to second base, and the Reds have a 1-0 lead. Sac fly to center on the line drive by Suarez to get the Reds on the board.
That was a nice swing by Suarez. Not an overswing, not something he was trying to pull off the ball and hit a tape measure homer. He just stayed right on it, right back up the middle, and he squares it up and does the job.
At the very least, you need one. Now the Reds have a chance. They can get greedy. Got that 1-run home. Now here's Michael Tolia with runners at first and second with 1 out. Pitch to Tolia. Fouled back. Strike 1. Tolia 2 for 15 up here. 0 for 3 in the first game. Couple of strikeouts and a walk. Stewart off second. Bleday away from first base, and Palante's 0-1 pitch. Slider misses low on the outside corner. Evens the count on Tolia at 1 ball and 1 strike. Palante through the signs. He's ready. The pause, and here comes the 1-1. Bertollia lines it right at the second baseman, caught by Weatherholt, flipped to win at the bag, doubling off Sal Stewart. The Reds settle for one after loading.
Here we go. This is a classic road jersey for Boston. This is the first uniform I put on when I came with Boston. When you see those two socks together, that's one thing I know I had to do. I had to make sure I had my red socks high, okay? My two red socks, because, you know, there's two here.
Mason Wynn with a dive. Can he throw out? What a play! Mason Wynn may be the only man on earth who could have thrown out PCA on that play.
Robert coming on, slides and makes the catch for the out.
Ryan Waldschmidt's on the run, and he makes a rolling grab. In comes Benj, he dives and makes the catch. Beautiful sliding grab by Carson Benj for the second out.
Deep on the run, Dingler's over there. Cole reaches out. Did he pull that in? Yeah, he did.
Mullins on the run toward the wall, reaches up against the wall, bangs into it, and held on.
Softly out to right center. Michael got there, and he saves a run.
Slowly rolled out towards Cronenworth. He will go glove to glove.
Going back, Cox at the wall. He leaps and makes the catch right in front of the Giants bullpen. And a diving grab. Cole Carrick with a spectacular catch.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Cardinals bat here in the second inning. Reds up 1-0 at Great American Ballpark on a really pleasant Monday evening. Brett Lauder goes back to work now against Joshua Baez. He swings the first pitch, hits one a mile high into very shallow right field. Coming on is Hector Rodriguez to make the catch. And Baez is the first out here in inning number 2. Now Nathan Church. Church is hitting .233 with 9 home runs and 39 runs batted in. Sure, on the Reds, each strikeout this series means a donation to the Free Store Food Bank thanks to Kroger's Zero Hunger, Zero Waste program. Join us in ending hunger at thekrogerco.com. Church, a left-handed batter, waiting on the righty, and the first pitch from Lauder is low and inside, a fastball, 1-0. Lauder home of the 1-0. Fouled back to the left side. The right-hander nods the sign, back into his windup, and home of the 1-1. Changeup misses down and away. Church ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike, and that's just one of those things that Brett Lauder is going to have to kind of get turned around. Pitching behind a lot of hitters here in the early part of this game, and now he misses low with a changeup, and it's 3-1 on Church. Got away with it in the first inning. Gave up the single, walk, got the fly out from Burleson, and then Jordan Walker hit into the ending double play. But now 3-1 on Nathan Church, and here comes Lauder, and it's in the air to left. J.J. Bleday shielding his eyes, sunglasses on here in the second inning, and he makes the catch. 2 gone in the second inning. Let's pause for station identification on the Reds Radio Network. For the most part, the Cardinals are hitting, not Mason Wynn. He takes a strike, and the count is 0-1. Wynn just 1 for his last 19, and he has struck out 8 times in that stretch. The one hit, though, was last game. He did single. Part of a 1-for-4 game. Ground ball rolled foul, third base side. 0-2 quickly on Mason Wynn.
Well, you can see Mason Wynn as Lauder gets ready to throw the ball to the plate. Wynn's entire body is moving back towards the third base dugout.
0-2, and here comes Louder. Tried the outside corner. Is that where you go when you see that? Do you want to go away?
Well, you just start a breaking ball in the middle and break it off the plate. Think about Javi Baez. That's what he does. Just bails out towards third base and swings as hard as he can. It looks like what Wynn's doing here.
1 ball, 2 strikes, and here comes Louder. Tried to do that with the slider, but missed in the dirt. Buried that in the front line of the left-handed batter's box. It's 2-2 now on Mason Wynn. Nobody on, 2 men are out, 1-0. Reds leading it in the second. Here's Louder with the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew a fastball by him. Wynn's down on strikes with Louder's first strikeout of the ball game. It's a 1-2-3 second, 1-0 Reds. Middle of the second inning on the Reds Radio Network.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on, so I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right, right on a cliff.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
1-2. And Cease freezes him for strike 3 looking. Gets him on a changeup. He's punched out 4 and 3.
Who you want to pitch backwards?
Swing and a miss. He got him on a fastball for his 5th strikeout.
Now the key to that, Ben, is landing your off-speed pitch early in the zone to then be able to get to the fastball.
His 1-2. Make it 1 for 25. 7 Ks for Dylan Cease in 4 scoreless innings.
McLean leads off the Reds' second inning. First pitch, Palante to McLean is a breaking ball that's buried outside for ball 1. 1-0. McLean 0 for 2 in the first game, hitting 193. 11 home runs, 29 batted in for McLean. Here's Palante with a 1-0. Swing and a miss right through a slider. This time kept it up. 1 ball, 1 strike on McLean. Palante's 1-1 pitch. Buried it. Breaking ball off the outside corner. He's thrown nothing but breaking balls so far. Slider, slider, and then the hook. 2 balls and a strike on McLean, and Palante with a high set into his windup, his 2-1. McLean now watches the slider down the middle for a called strike. Two balls and 2 strikes. Now Palante with a break even to McLean. Swung on, and this is a little looping liner that'll fall in short right field for a base hit. First fastball he got. McLean punches it out to right field, and he's on to the leadoff single here in the second. Got it on the label a little bit, but hey, it's a hit. If you're listening tonight on your car or truck radio, please remember to buckle your safety belt. This message brought to you by the Ohio Department of Public Safety. If you're not buckled up, what's holding you back? 1 on, nobody out. Here's Hector Rodriguez. McLean's running. The pitch to Rodriguez is a check swing foul right at home plate. So McLean will go back to first base. Boy, that was way up and in on Rodriguez. It almost hit him, but it got the bat down around the label behind him. Back behind his hands in that check swing. 0-1 on Rodriguez. McLean was running on the first pitch. See if he's going here. He's not. The pitch misses up and away.
You see a guy that swings at a pitch that almost hits him. Tell me he's swinging at anything close.
Palante sets ready, and now here comes the 1-1 to Rodriguez. Instead, McLean draws the throw over to first base. Kind of wonder if maybe that's what McLean was waiting for and why he didn't run on the second pitch after running on the first. Now that Palante is thrown over, McLean got back easily. See if he's going on this one. Palante, a high hold. McLean, pretty good lead. And Palante turns again and fires to first. Now he's used both of those, and McLean again back easily. The Reds and Avocados from Peru have teamed up to give you a chance to win a new 2026 Toyota Tacoma SR or a Reds VIP experience. To enter, register at reds.com/AvoReds. He's not going, and the pitch is a fastball up and away. 2-1 now on Rodriguez. You also need to follow Avos from Peru on Instagram. It's a little surprise there.
Looked like Palante tried to slide step, quick pitch the ball to the plate, but his arm didn't catch up. He missed way up high.
2-1 on Rodriguez. McLean's going this time, and Rodriguez swings and fouls it off at home plate. 2-2. McLean has run twice. Both times the pitch has been fouled away. Neither time the pitch was a strike that was fouled away.
One almost hit him. That one almost bounced.
2-2 on Rodriguez. When Rodriguez first came up here, he showed some discipline that exceeded what we were expecting. That has not been on display since the pitch. McLean again running, and Rodriguez pops it in the air, shallow right. Out Weatherholt, the second baseman, waving his arms, will make the catch. McLean gets back to first. And there's one out here in the second inning. Now Jose Trevino. Let's look at the Reds Hall of Fame and Museum trivia question of Game 2. Reds rookie trivia topic this series. How many of the 8 Reds players who were named National League Rookie of the Year were also selected as the National League's most valuable player during their Reds careers? A5, B3, C2. McLean, pretty good lead at first. Again draws a throw from Palante, and he's back in safely.
So they got Rookie of the Year, and then they were an MVP later
on in their career. Palante comes set. Here he comes. Pitch is way too high. McLean not running. Eight players have won Rookie of the Year with the Reds. 5 of 8 seems like a lot. The 1-0 Trevino swinging a little tapper by the mound. Second baseman's going to field it right on top of second. Weatherholt throws to first. Inning-ending double play.
Over comes Ewing, dives, and he made the catch! Oh, wow! Psychopathic play by A.J. Ewing. And Reynolds robs another! He's done it again! Ward is at the wall. Taylor Ward makes the catch. He might have brought that back. Robert going back at the wall. He jumps, and he makes the catch, crashing into the wall.
Long run Simpson, does he have a play? He's into foul ground, and he slides, and he made the catch.
To the wall. Leaps up. He's got it. What a catch. Sliding stop at short. Jimenez spins on a pop-up, throws the first on a bounce for the out. What a play by Andres Jimenez. O'Neal coming on with a dive, and he got it. Bowen coming in, and he makes the catch. Simeon gets turned around and makes the catch. A near 360.
Nunez gloves it, takes him into shallow right field. He sets and fires to get Bush. Another sparkling play by Nasim Nunez.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Well, Red Lauder is back out for his third inning of work. Reds are leading this one early 1-0. Reds have already had 4 hits on the board. It'll be the bottom of this Cardinal order to face the right-hander Lauder. Brian Torres to lead it off. He hits from the left side against Lauder, and he'll take strike 1. Fastball right over the outside corner. Lauder got a double play to get out of the first, retired the Cardinals in order in the second inning. This is downstairs with a changeup. A ball and a strike here to Brian Torres. Torres, Blaze Jordan, the third baseman for the Cardinals, and then J.J. Weatherholt, the leadoff batter. Swing and a miss. Good back to a breaking ball. Looked like Torres was leaning out there to hit a fastball the other way, and then the ball just dropped underneath the swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here to Torres, who is playing left field for the Cardinals in game 2 of this doubleheader. Fastball up and away, and he holds up just in time. 2-2. Torres with a wide open stance as he waits on Lauder. The pitch, and another fastball misses high, and the count will run full. Lauder looking for the put-away pitch here. And it's fouled back behind home plate off the netting. And we'll do it again. Count remains 3-2 here to the leadoff batter in this inning, Brian Torres. Lauder working with Jose Trevino behind the plate. Ground ball right to Eugenio Suarez. He will backhand, throws across to Tolia in time. 1 down. So here's Blaze Jordan. Jordan hit a ball in game 1 that, Tommy, you and I were talking about. That first time up, the ball that ran Dane Myers into the wall, that ball just took off. First pitch swinging, foul down the third baseline. And he was on a changeup.
Yeah. It's still mesmerizing to me.
No ball, 1 strike count. Lauder straddles the rubber. Now here he comes. Fastball up and in, and this time Jordan lays off.
I guess sometimes you just clip one just right.
Get that backspin. The ball has a little bit of carry to it. Not a whole lot of wind here in game 2 of this doubleheader. It is pretty much still out there right now. As the sinker misses down and away, it's a 2 ball, 1 strike count. Lauder with a breaking ball. It's a slider and it misses low, and it's 3-1. Number 9 batter, Blaze Jordan. Lauder's had several deep counts here in this game, and you hope that that's not going to be the norm here tonight. Ground ball, backhanded Suarez right on the line. Here's the throw, 2 down. Nice play. Reds have shown a little leather over there at third base here on this afternoon. Some great plays by Ke'Bryan Hayes in game 1. A nice play there by Suarez, and the throw was right on the money.
Suarez showing that he can still play the hot corner.
Two down for Weatherholt, who led off with a single. It was a ground ball just to the right of Stewart, and Sal couldn't get there in time. Swing and a miss and a fastball up and away. Weatherholt sits ready. A long pause by Louder. The pitch is popped up and foul to the left side. That'll be in the seats and out of play. So Louder, in this instance, the second time through the lineup, quickly ahead of Weatherholt at a no-ball, 2-strike count.
Well, that's what the Reds need him to do. You're talking about hopefully we don't see a lot of deep counts getting into this game. The Reds need Louder to go as deep as he can. They'd like to get at least 6 out of him in this game.
Here's the 0-2. Fastball upstairs, and Weatherholt lays off. Right around the letters, center of the plate.
Of course, Louder's the type of pitcher, if he gets in a nice rhythm, he can get guys out on the first couple of pitches of an at-bat.
Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball down low. Breaking ball starting a little bit lower, and he's not getting any commitment from any of these Cardinal hitters. He's missed down with the majority of them, which is great, but the ball's got to start somewhere in the hit zone to get a swing, or at least some semblance of a commitment. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He just threw that ball by Weatherholt for the final out here in the third. That's 8 up and 8 down for Louder. And
it was a defensive play so iconic that we simply call it the catch.
This is the glove Willie Mays had when he made that catch. This is great.
Oakland pitcher Dave Stewart was named the World Series MVP.
It really comes from like the kings of Siam would give their courtiers white elephants, which were sacred animals.
They need to know this story. That's amazing.
Nobody can steal a base like Ricky.
I'm the greatest of all time. Thank you.
So imagine making steals in these stuff.
So these are Thai cubs.
These are Thai cubs.
So what I want to know is, were they ever swabbed for the DNA of opposing pitchers?
Roberts is no stranger to stolen bases himself.
That's what makes it special, is that everybody knew he was going to steal.
Roberts is going. Safe.
You know what they say, one great play deserves another. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Partner of the Cincinnati Reds. Be better prepared for life's curveballs.
Hi, this is Tim O'Connell, Senior Vice President of Ballpark Operations at the Cincinnati Reds. From the first pitch to the final out, SBM ensures every seat shines. Our custodial teams keep ballparks spotless so fans can focus on the game and not the grind.
Called strike one here to Friedel. TJ starting in center field here in game 2, hitting in the number 9 spot. Breaking ball, strike 2, curveball right in there. And he is quickly down 0-2. When you're not hitting, it seems like the pitcher paints every pitch. And part of that is because you're not hitting, because the pitcher relaxes and just makes a pitch. Doesn't believe you can hit it, so you end up behind. Here's the 0-2, and that is strike 3. Split finger into the dirt, 1 down. So here's Ellie. Ellie singled and scored as the Reds loaded the bases with nobody out in the first inning. They did get 1 run out of it, and that was it. But 1 is good enough for the lead at the moment. Reds are leading 1-0 here in this one against the Cardinals and Andre Palante. Fastball upstairs. Ellie checks his swing in time. It's a 1-ball, no strike count. De La Cruz in the designated hitter spot here in game 2. Palante back to the dish. Backdoor breaking ball slides right over the outside corner. And it's a 1-ball, 1 strike count. Palante, the big kick, the pitch, up and in. That must have hit right off the knob of the bat. It looked like it hit De La Cruz, but looking at the carom as the ball shot away, it had to have hit the knob. Back with a 1-2 here, and that's in the dirt. Split finger down and away. We did not see the split finger from Palante in the first 2 innings. He has broken that pitch out here the second time around the lineup. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, tapped foul. There's the knuckle curve. Tried to drop it right on the inside corner. Ellie got just enough of it to foul it off.
Not a lot of offensive production that first time through, but we did see some good swings against Palante.
Back with a 2-2. Breaking ball inside. This time a slider into the dirt. Ellie will hold up in time. And the count will run full. Palante, the short step back, the pitch. Backdoor breaking ball. That is ball 4. He didn't miss by much, but he missed. According to home plate umpire Nick Lentz. And that'll bring Sal Stewart to the plate. Now you wonder if this time Ellie will run on the first pitch rather than waiting around 2 or 3 pitches into the at-bat. There he goes. There's the throw, not nearly in time. That's a stolen base for De La Cruz. And indeed, he was running on the first pitch this time rather than waiting around. If he had ran early in that first inning, maybe the Reds had more than 1 run. Maybe not. But he is in scoring position now for Sal Stewart.
I'm a little surprised. Oh, there they go. I was going to say, I'm a little surprised they're not challenging.
St. Louis is challenging the safe call at second base.
I think they got him.
On the original tag?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that would be unfortunate.
Yes, it would.
Well, if indeed he is out, then that would be a problem. Hard to tell from that spot. It is definitely much closer than what it looked like. Can't really tell when Ellie's. Here we go. Maybe that's a better shot there.
There's the tag. Oh, that's close.
That's really close. He caught him right on the backside pocket.
That angle there makes it look like he's out.
I agree. I think he's out. I'm right there with you. You just don't know exactly when.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is out. St. Louis retains their challenge.
Well, like I said, that's unfortunate. So Herrera has now thrown out 2 base runners this year out of about 1 million. So 2 down, and now Stewart will bat with nobody aboard. Slider up and away. 2 ball, no strike count. Palante back to the dish, swing and a miss. Fastball, he got on that one. 97. That's the hardest pitch we've seen from Palante tonight. It was a 2-0 heater. He had to come with it, and he did. Here's the 2-1. Pulled foul down the third baseline, sinks that one inside, and that pitch too was at 97.
I don't know how Sal made contact. It was about 6 inches off the inside corner, and somehow he pulled it foul. Well, with that caught stealing, the Reds still have to remain aggressive on the bases.
Here's the 2-2 from Palante. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Reds had a chance to put some.
2 strikes on Hunter. This ball hit deep left field. Take a good look. You won't see it for long. It's a 1-run game. Second deck for Hunter Goodman. His first of the year. That thing went 435 feet.
And you get the future Hall of Famer in for Hunter Goodman. Last year's Silver Slugger, the National League as a catcher, just a rolling curveball. Hang it, Hunter Goodman's gonna destroy it.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Dude, I'm going to need McDowell. I'm grabbing onto one of Cecil's legs, holding on for dear life. If it gets any tougher, guarantee you Cecil's not going any place.
Canseco, a towering pop-up. This ought to be interesting. It's coming back toward first base. Fielder can't get it.
This is actually maybe the first time that I recall they're going to call a game on the wind.
Well, they're going to stop it.
Red Lauder returns to the mound. He has retired 8 in a row. Ivan Herrera, first to face him here in the 4th. 4th inning is brought to you by Four Roses Bourbon. Four Roses is the mellow, balanced Kentucky classic that's crafted for those home run moments. Proud sponsor of the BCL Press Club. Presented by Four Roses Bourbon. Enjoy responsibly. Fouled back, strike 1 on Ivan Herrera. Herrera walked in the 1st inning. He was the last base runner that reached against Lauder, the 0-1. And he misses low with a changeup in the dirt. It's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Boy, Herrera has a wide open stance. Closes as the pitch comes in, and now he swings and skies one to deep right center. Back goes the center fielder, Friedel. He leaps, and that ball's gone. Herrera sends one out of here to right center. The solo home run is his 14th home run of the year, and it ties this game at 1.
Like you got a fastball up and out over the plate. He hammered it. And that pitch was not on the plate, really. It was just in a spot where when he extended, it went right into the barrel.
Now Alec Burleson. He swings and lines one over the head of the second baseman Stewart to right fielder Hector Rodriguez. And Burleson is on with a base hit immediately following the home run by Herrera. Brand new ball game now, tied at 1.
Now's the point in time for Lauder, and we've seen this in the past where the ball begins to roll against or for the opposition, and he's got to figure out a way to make an adjustment. And most of the time when he's had success, that adjustment has come with the breaking ball going down.
First pitch to Jordan Walker is looped in the air, short right. Here comes Rodriguez in a hurry. He can't get there. That drops in for a base hit.
They're swinging at everything.
First 3 have reached now for the Cardinals here in the 4th inning.
Well, they know he's trying to get ahead with the sinkers, so they're awfully aggressive. Kind of what we saw in Colorado.
Yeah.
Pitch after pitch after pitch after pitch.
Same thing happened in Milwaukee. Now you've got 2 on with nobody out. And Lauder's got to stop the bleeding in a hurry. Joshua Baez up there, 2 on with nobody out, and the pitch to Baez. He didn't want to, but he went around in a slider that was down and away.
There's the breaking ball.
A good idea right there.
An absolutely atrocious swing. Yeah, that was a fastball swing. You got to throw that again.
Lauder ready at the belt. Here he comes. Swinging. There's a bouncing ball to the shortstop. Fielded by McLean. Goes to second. Out barely at second base. But they get Jordan Walker. On to third base goes Burleson. I actually thought that McLean might try to go to Suarez at third there. But instead went to Stewart at second, and they just did get Walker at second base. So the fielder's choice will go 6-4. Baez will reach.
And that was another breaking ball, by the way. He hit it right off the end of the bat. They're chasing first pitch heaters right now, and you got to be careful with the first pitch.
You can still throw a first pitch fastball. You just have to really locate it, right? Here's the first pitch to Nathan Church instead of pick to first. I mean, you're not just flipping a first pitch fastball in there trying to get a lot of the plate.
Well, I think part of it is when Lauder throws first pitch fastball, he's starting it on the plate and letting it run to the edge. Well, they're following it out there.
Pitch to Church is off the outside corner. He starts him with a changeup. And it's 1-0. Runners at first and third, 1 out. Lauder can get out of this with a double play ball if he can get a ground ball from Church.
Church can run a little bit.
Lifted one to left his last time up. Lauder with the 1-0. Church skies it high into the air. Behind third, out goes Suarez. McLean's over there too. It'll be Suarez a step or two into the left field grass. The runners have to hold a non-productive second out. Here in the Cardinals' fourth inning, they're still at the corners. And the batter will be Mason Wynn.
Well, that goes back to your point of you can still throw the fastball, right? Yes. Put that ball right above the hands of Nathan Church, and he chased it and popped it straight up.
Now you've got Wynn, 1 for his last 20. He has struck out 9 times in that span, including his first time up here in Game 2. Game's tied at 1. The first pitch to Wynn is a strike, a changeup, well located, right in there. The count is 0-1 on Wynn.
I like that pitch, especially what we saw with Wynn trying to do that pull thing, falling out of the batter's box.
0-1 the count. Here's Lauder swinging a foul back at a slider, and he's got him down to the count 0-2. How quickly Lauder has gone from first pitch fastballs to pitching backwards in a hurry.
Well, that's what you have to do. And I think he learned that lesson in Colorado. But that's how you provide damage control. You got to take a little air out of the balloon and take some of that adrenaline away from the opponent.
0-2 the count. Lauder a strike away from getting out of this mess with only the 1 run on the homer. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Wynn. Swinging a ground ball, skip through the right side. That's a base hit. Scoring from third, Burleson. Into second and holding is Baez on the RBI base hit by Wynn, his 50th run batted into the year.
Well, you could tell in that at bat that Wynn was not swinging like he did the first time up. You watch where his head was in those swings, head was still on the plate. The first at bat, his head was going back towards the third base dugout.
Cardinals have taken a 2-1 lead. And now Brian Torres at the plate with 2 on and 2 out. Torres first ball swinging, sends one in the air to Friedel in center. He's right there. He's got it inning over. But the Cardinals get 2. They've taken a 2-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the 4th here at Great American Ballpark on the Reds Radio Network.
Join us for the Cincinnati Children's Walk for Kids, a fun, family-friendly event on Sunday.
Now representing the organization, Jim Leland and A.J. Hinch are presenting Miggy with a customized set of cleats made by renowned artist Marco Turzo, made from several significant baseballs from Miguel's career. The cleats are presented on a base representing the time he spent at both third and first base in his career.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
just like a lot of the 120 minor league teams, is the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Oppo Taco.
I'm going to guess it's an opposite field, upper deck, maybe something like a...
Yeah, home run to the opposite field. You got it.
This is a good one, a hack.
I don't know. I mean, is it the same as like the layman's term hack, like a bad chef?
You've guessed correctly.
Okay.
Someone's a hack, someone that's just nailing it in.
Yeah.
They're not putting their heart into it.
Two to one, Cardinals lead the Reds now as the Reds bat in the bottom of the fourth inning at Great American Ballpark in the second game of 5 between these two teams. It was originally a 4-game series before the rainout earlier this year, and that forced the doubleheader today. Cardinals took the first one 2-1. They lead by that score here. J.J. Bleday taking a fastball that just did miss off the corner. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Palante to Bleday. He swings and rips a line drive into right for a hit. His second hit of the ball game, and J.J. Bleday is on to begin the Reds' fourth.
If you miss down and in on the plate to Bleday, he's going to hurt you.
Mentioned it last inning, the Reds have some hits against Andre Palante here in the early going, but just the 1 run to show for it at the moment. It's already the 5th hit against Palante. This is a guy that the Reds have not hit well against at all, and Palante's first pitch to Eugenio Suarez is low. Fastball down, and the count is 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Palante gets the sign, readies, and here he comes with the 1-0 pitch to Suarez. Swung on, and this ball is lined past the shortstop. That's over to left center field for a hit. Bleday's going to try to go first to third. He will make it easily with Wynn cutting the throw off back to the infield.
Yeah, Torres does not possess a real good arm out in left field. And a great job by Bleday in reading such.
So right after the Cardinals take the lead, here come the Reds with back-to-back singles in the 4th inning to put runners at the corners with nobody out, and Michael Toglia standing in. Toglia lined sharply to the second baseman, but he hit into a double play. Weatherholt caught it, fed Wynn at the bag, doubling off Sal Stewart to end the Reds' rally in the first when they had the bases loaded with nobody out. Settled for just the 1 run. Left-handed hitter Toglia. He's a switch hitter up there from the left side against the right-handed throwing Palante, and Toglia watches a breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Toglia waves the bat back and forth. Palante has the sign, readies with a high set, and here comes his 0-1 pitch to Toglia. Strike called over the outside corner. 0-2. Reds need to get that run home from third at the very least. Here's the 0-2. And Toglia swings at a curveball a foot out in front of home plate, strike 3. Palante has his 3rd strikeout. Now Matt McLain. McLain singled his last time up. That's with runners at first and third. Still 1 out. Suarez off the bag at first, being held by Burleson. Palante with a high set. Here comes the pitch to McLain. Up and in for ball 1. 1-0. McLean waving the bat back and forth. Palante with a high set and the 1-0. McLean swings, fouls it back. Historically, McLean has hit the Cardinals very well. Here's the 1-1 in the dirt outside.
That was a good take by McLean there. That knuckle curve started in the zone. Boy, it had some serious bite down and away.
15 career extra base hits in 22 games for McLean against St. Louis. Waiting on Palante, and here comes the 2-1 pitch. And he takes a slider just off the inside corner, 3-1.
What Palante's counting on is you trying to speed up to catch the fastball, and then he bounces that knuckle curve. He got Tolia trying to cheat and swung at a pitch that bounced 2 feet out in front of home plate.
Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss at a slider, and the count runs full 3-2. Last thing the Reds want here is a strikeout. Tolia struck out. They have Blade standing at third with one man out. The Reds are down by a run. Palante with a high set. Here comes his 3-2 pitch to Matt McLean. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider down and away. Got him to go out of the zone and fish for it. Back-to-back strikeouts for Palante when he needed it most. Now it's up to Hector Rodriguez. Rodriguez 0 for his last 15, so he's due, but he only has 2 major league hits. 2 for 25. First pitch. Rodriguez swings, hits a soft bouncer to first. Handled by Burleson. He'll take it to the bag for the out. And the Reds with runners.
Diving stop by Torres. Pacho throws. Got him. Fine play.
A long run back. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. reaches out. Makes the grab and crashes into the sidewall. His swinging line. The 1-1 to short. Diving catch Andres Jimenez. Soaring through the air.
Bounce toward right. Diving stop. What a play by Antonacci. And from the seat of his.
The Cardinals 2-1. Andre Palante back out there. His pitch is a strike taken over the outside corner. 0-1 on Palante. Or 0-1 on Trevino, rather. Trevino hit into a double play to the second baseman his first time up. Grounded it right to the bag. The pitch. Palante spins a breaking ball down and away, and that'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Let's get the answer to today's Reds Hall of Fame and Museum trivia question of the game. How many of the 8 Reds players who were named National League Rookie of the Year were also selected as NL MVPs during their Reds careers? The pitch is off the outside corner, 2-1. A5, B3, C2. I said C2.
I'm right there with you.
Okay. Let's look at the Game 2 answer. It was B3.
Really? Who are they? Who was the third one?
Well, Frank Robinson, we knew. 56 National League Rookie of the Year. NL MVP in 61. 63 Rookie of the Year. Pete Rose did win Rookie of the Year.
Yid had it.
Yep. Should have listened to Yid. One of these days we'll learn. Here's the 3-1. In there for a called strike. Counts full 3-2. He was MVP in 73, and Johnny Bench, of course, 68 Rookie of the Year. NL MVP in 70 and 72. Count is full on Jose Trevino. I like it better when we get those right.
Yeah, well, we've been on a pretty good run lately.
Yeah, get at it. 3-2. Trevino out in front, bounces it softly to short. Mason Wynn in to get it in a hurry, and he'll throw chest high to Burleson for the out. 1 gone in the 5th. Here's the stumper. Let's see if we can get this one. 5 players whose last name begins with the letter P have collected 1,200 or more RBIs in their major league career. Who are these 5 players? Last name begins with the letter P. 1,200 or more ribbies. Friedel takes a strike. Breaking ball in there, 0-1. Palante into his windup. Here's the 0-1. Way too high.
Well, my first two guesses are Pujols and Dave Parker.
Oh, that's a really good place to start.
How many are there?
Pujols has 22-18. Parker 14-93. You need 5. You are off to a good start. 1 ball, 1 strike. Friedel takes 2 high again. He's ahead of the count. 2 balls and 1 strike.
In Major League Baseball?
Yeah. McEver. 2-1, fouled back.
Surely there's got to be a Yankee in there. I'm trying to think of a last name P.
No. I mean, no. I don't think any of these guys ever played with the Yankees.
Oh.
One guy for a while was a Yankee rival. Two balls, 2 strikes on T.J. Friedel.
Big Poppy.
2-2 on the ground, rolled very weakly, but bobbled by Burleson. He recovers in time.
That's
still
why you
Palante.
cover first.
Palante was there. That ball went pinballing right between the legs of Burleson after it hit off the heel of his glove. He even had the top hand there to try to secure it. Still didn't get it. Hit glove, bare hand, both ankles, and then he had to pick it up and feed Palante. With 2 outs, here's Ellie. Ellie's been on both times in this game. Single and a walk. Palante's first pitch to De La Cruz is a strike on the outside corner. If you're thinking a home run, it's been a while since Palante last gave up a home run. 36 innings now for him without allowing a long ball. Palante's 0-1 to Ellie. That's in there. Breaking ball well thrown, 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. De La Cruz down on strikes. We'll answer the stumper when we come back.
Diving stop by Torres. Pacho throws. Got him. Fine play.
Long run back. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. reaches out. Makes the grab and crashes into the sidewall. The swinging line. The 1-1 to short. Diving catch on Chris Jimenez. Soaring through the air.
Bounce toward right. Diving stop. What a play by Antonacci. And from the seat of his pants, he throws to first.
Diving stop at third by Hernandez. He throws from the knees. Tagged out at first base is Sanchez.
1-run scores. Low being sent home. Langford's throw on the money wins the tag, and he got him on the side. So Langford doing a nice job preventing that second run.
Going back toward the track. Kike Hernandez on the warning track. Reaches up. He makes the catch as he crashes into the short wall next to the pole.
Inside out swing. Nice pick by Grissom. And the throw is there to retire Peterson.
That's some serious good hands for Ron Grissom on the backhand, playing the shortstop position.
Piazza.
Bingo. There you go. You got them all. With hardly any hits. That's tough. First ball swinging, Jordan Walker sends one down the line on the run. Chasing after it is the left fielder Blade, but He'll have to play it on a bounce. Strong throw close to the bag, but Walker able to dive in safely with a leadoff double in the 6th, with the Cardinals leading it 2-1. Second hit of this game for Jordan Walker.
That's twice today that Walker has hit a double down that left field line that he hit off the end of the bat. But he hit it in such a spot that the left fielder couldn't get to it. It was in the air a long time.
Just kind of dumped it down there, like he scooped it.
I mean, that ball would not have gotten to the warning track even if you would let it go. It would have just died where it landed.
Like a good lob shot onto the green. Now Baez swings, sends a high fly ball deep center. Friedel back on the track right near the wall. He'll make the catch. Tagging at second, Walker. He'll move up 90 feet to third on the long fly out to the wall by Baez. And there's one out here in the 6th inning. The 5 players whose last name begins with the letter P that have collected 1,200 or more RBIs in their major league career are Mike Piazza, who you just got, 1335. Dave Parker, 1493. You also said Tony Perez, 1652. Your old college teammate Rafael Palmeiro, 1835. And Albert Pujols, 2218. Infield in all the way around. Nathan Church takes up and away. Ball 1. The way the Reds are going right now, they can ill afford to let the Cardinals tack on another. Lauder's 1-0 off the plate outside. Awfully tough conditions to pitch in when you feel like you have to be almost perfect. That's where the Reds are at right now. Lauder out of the windup, 2-0 on Church. Mason Wynn on deck, who has a hit in this game. The pitch off the outside corner. In fact, Wynn has a hit in each of the first 2 games after really struggling. Lauder back into his windup, the 3-0, and Church watches a slider spin in for a called strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Church batting with a runner at third, and the 3-1 is lined over short into left center. That's in the gap, down for a hit. Cut off by Friedel. The run will score from third to make it a 3-1 Cardinal lead. The 40th RBI of the year for Nathan Church. And now with the runner at first and 1 out, let's pause for station identification on the Reds Radio Network. Mason Wynn bats with a runner at first and 1 out. A run in for the Cardinals here in the 6th inning, making it 3-1 St. Louis. First pitch is a changeup way inside to Wynn, 1-0. Lauder's 1-0 pitch spins in for a strike. Breaking ball dives right into the zone, and it's 1-1 on Wynn.
It's not like the Cardinals are rattling the walls. They're just getting hits. They do have the home run by Herrera, but a lot of these hits, they've just fallen in.
The 1-1. Right over the outside corner. That's what we've seen against Lauder, though. Teams don't necessarily hit him hard, but they're able to find the holes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a swing, and an ugly swing at that by Wynn, but he got just enough of it to foul it off and stay alive. Cardinals played at 2 in the 4th. They've added 1 here in the 6th. Lauder gets the signal, and here he comes with the 1-2 pitch. Instead, he'll turn and fire to first base, checking on Church and getting him to dive back to the bag. Lauder's 1-2. And that's called a ball over the inside corner changeup from Lauder, but Trevino thought it was strike 3.
Pitch is called a ball. Catcher is challenged.
So we look at the board. It appears to be a strike, so that is strike 3.
Call's overturned. hitter is out.
Mason Wynn down on strikes. It's 4 now for Rhett Lauder. Boy, good changeup there. Right at the bottom of the zone, brings up Brian Torres. From the belt, here's Lauder's first pitch to Torres, and he swings and pops it up left side. That'll end up well back into the seats. 0-1 on Brian Torres. So Joshua Baez made his major league debut wearing borrowed spikes, a borrowed belt, and also borrowed batting gloves. And it was Brian Torres that kind of told him, hey man, you're making your major league debut. You got to look good. You got to use some fresh gear. Pitch down and away. 1-1. So Torres went scouring the clubhouse to try to find a pair of shoes that would fit him. He found the spikes that were in Blaze Jordan's locker. He goes, here, wear these. You gotta wear orange spike or red spikes for your debut. He borrowed a trainer's belt, and he borrowed Jose Fermin's batting gloves, none of which are going to be returned, especially the spikes. They're on their way to Cooperstown. But even though it was Torres' idea, it was none of Torres' gear. Backdoor breaking ball hangs outside.
Well, it's a good thing Jordan spikes don't say Jordan on the back of it.
That's right. 2 balls and a strike on Torres. So Jordan had already gone up the tunnel. They went out there and said, hey man, just so you know, he's wearing your spikes. Oh, okay. There's a strike on the inside corner, 2-2. He'd already told him, hey, you can go ahead and keep those. I don't need those back. Well, he's not getting them back either way. You had 3 home runs, make a little major league history in your big league debut. You don't get them back either. They now belong at the Hall of Fame up in Cooperstown. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Torres. Lauder turns it loose, and the pitch is called a ball inside. And again, Trevino wants to challenge. He thought that hit the inside corner.
Catcher's challenge.
Very close, but I think it was in. Let's see. It was in.
Call is confirmed. Cincinnati has 1 challenge remaining.
So the Reds will lose a challenge on that. That was almost an inch inside to the left-handed hitting Torres. Ground out to third, a fly out to center field. Church is over at first base with 2 away, and here comes the 3-2 as the runner takes off, and it's in the dirt inside, almost hit him in the foot. Torres goes to first base, and now Tour aboard with 2 outs, and Blaze Jordan is the batter.
Is that why Jordan is wearing white spikes?
Maybe so. The red ones got taken.
Gave those away. They did a really good job.
You know, that'd be tough to part with those after you have a game like that. I have to give up all my gear now. I was pretty lucky. Pitch is a strike on the outside corner. You know,
you could send the ones to Cooperstown that you were using in Memphis.
That's right. There you go.
Yeah, here you go. Take these.
Yeah, they count. 0-1 on Blaze Jordan. Torres said his shoes that he had, the spikes he was going to wear, swing a line drive into left field. That's a base hit. Up throwing Glade toward the plate. Here it comes, cut off by Suarez. Underhands to McLean, and he will tag out. The runner going to third, that's Torres. But Church will score, and it's now 4.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game These games, all the games, pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Favorites since 1905. If you're at the ballpark or watching from home, top off your hot dog, burger, or brat with Wilbur's mustard.
Sal Stewart bats leading off the 6th inning. First pitch to Stewart's off the outside corner for breaking ball 1. 1-0. Sal has singled and struck out so far in this contest. Palante still out there for the Cardinals here in the 6th. 1-0 pitch is a strike at the knees. 4-1 Cardinals. Second game of a 5-game series between the Reds and Cardinals here at Great American Ballpark to close out this homestand before the Reds hit a 3-city road trip. The pitch is a slider away. 2 balls and strike now on Stewart. It'll be about 3 different seasons on that road trip too. 2-1 pitch. Strike called. First make a trip to the surface of the sun, or excuse me, the valley of the sun.
It might as well be the surface of the sun. Arizona, August. Ugh.
Here's the 2-2. And a swing and a foul.
Don't go outside barefooted.
No, don't do that. Make sure if you're going to go on a long walk, you've got plenty of water. 2-2 on Sal Stewart. Would not recommend going for a mid-afternoon run. If you want to find Cowboy, he'll be hiking Camelback. The 2-2 pitch is swung on, lifted high to right and deep. Baez back on the track, actually just shy of the track. He'll make the catch. And Sal Stewart is the first out here in the 6th inning. J.J. Bleday up there now.
I'm a big believer in air conditioning.
There's no air conditioning up on Camelback.
That's why I won't be there.
I don't feel like air conditioning, though, on the next leg of the trip to San Francisco. J.J. Bleday swings, and he pops one in the air. Shallow right, second baseman out, and that's going to drop at the feet of Joshua Baez. Well, Bleday's 3 for 3 so far tonight. All 3 singles.
Well, it's nice to see him get some hits.
He'd been scuffling. He was 3 for his last 33 entering this game, and now 3 for 3 today. Eugenio Suarez is up with a runner at first and 1 out. Suarez has a sac fly and a single. Swing and a miss. Reds now with 7 hits against Andre Palante. That's the most hits they've ever had in a game against him. And he has pitched against the Reds a lot.
This is his 22nd game, but the Reds still only have 1 run.
There's that. The 0-1. There's a line drive up the middle. That's into center field. Suarez with his 2nd hit today. Now 8 hits and still just 1 run. Maybe Tolio popped one here.
7 hits in the top 4 batters in the order. After that, 1.
So that tells a story. Here's Tolia. Left-handed hitter Tolia. Palante brings it home and a swing and a foul. 8 hits by the Reds against Andre Palante, the most hits they've ever had. The game that Palante has pitched. That breaks the previous high that was set about 45 seconds ago. 0-1 on Tolia. Palante with a high set. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. He swings and ropes one to right. That's down the line. It'll be cut off toward the corner by Baez. Around third, Bleday. He will score. Tolia ends up sliding in safely at second with an RBI double. Suarez around to third. And the Reds putting a little pressure on the Cardinals here in the 6th inning. It's now 4-2 St. Louis.
Knuckle curve just rolls up there this time.
Well, another one of those golden opportunities for the Reds. They've had plenty of them tonight. Now a trip to the mound. This is Dusty Blake, the pitching coach, going out to visit with Palante. Second and third with one away. Matt McLain's coming to the plate where a base hit will tie it.
Blake walks out to that mound like he's walking to a gas chamber. I mean, he is just barely even moving.
He's not in any hurry. Now, sometimes the umpires will assess you with 2 visits if you take too much time. We have seen that happen this year. It might have been Dusty Blake, actually, that got tagged with that.
Yeah, I mean, that's the slowest I've seen any pitching coach go to the mound. And there are a lot of guys older than him.
He ain't in any hurry. So here's McLain. Singled back in the second, struck out in the 4th inning. Waves the bat out over the plate. Boy, the Cardinals really play him the other way. All kinds of pasture out in left center field. First pitch to McLain. Up and in. Ball 1.
Well, Matt has the lone hit from the 5th batter down before that Tolia double.
1 ball, no strikes on McLain. Palante to the plate with the 1-0 pitch to McLain. Swung on in the air toward the line and left. It'll hang up for Torres. He'll make the catch. Suarez tags, draws the throw. It is way over everything. It gets by, but it's backed up by Palante. Suarez stays at third. Boy, Tolia nearly got too far off second base because he, like everybody else, thought that Suarez would score. I guess Suarez just didn't read that throw.
I can't believe we're not running on Torres anyway. His arm is not good at all.
Well, he just had it on display there.
Well, we saw it earlier. I mean, he can't throw.
So it's a fly out to left for McLain. It certainly was good enough to get the job done, especially with that terrible throw from Torres. The Cardinals catch a break. Reds let him off the hook, and now Hector Rodriguez. And Palante is going to back off the rubber and reset. Palante, a high hold, pitch, and Rodriguez takes a fastball low, and the count's 1-0.
Well, this could be a confidence-building spot for young Hector Rodriguez. But he's got to believe in himself right here.
Base hit would tie it. 1-0. Rodriguez hooks it down the line, foul. 1-1. Roped it just past the infield down the right field line, but hooked it. 1 ball, 1 strike on Rodriguez. Suarez at third, Tolia at second. 2 outs, a run in for the Reds here in the 6th inning. 4-2 St. Louis. Palante with a high set. Here comes the right-hander's 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball through the middle into center field. That's a hit. Here comes Suarez. Here comes Tolia. Throw home, cut off. They go to second. Out there is Rodriguez. But Hector Rodriguez comes up with a clutch 2-out, 2-run single. The Reds play 3 in the 6th and have tied it at 4 as we go back to Cowboy in the 7th on the Reds Radio Network.
Texas, this is the Grand Slam burger. So 2 patties, brisket, caramelized onion, American cheese, ranch aioli, or ranch mayo, if you will.
Oh yeah, we're in Texas.
Yeah.
It's something that you definitely want to take a picture of and just put on the gram. I took a bite of it, but it still looks dope.
It's a burger that looks great, but also delicious.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Order, it'll be Weatherholt, Herrera, and Burleson. Reds have tied it at 4 apiece on a big 2 RBI single by Hector Rodriguez. Only his 3rd major league hit, but he gets his first 2 RBIs. And a 2-out, 2 RBI single back up the middle. That ties this ball game at 4 apiece. So here's Weatherholt. He has singled up the middle. He has struck out, and he's hit into a fielder's choice. First pitch, he'll take off the inside corner, a slider down and in. 1 ball, no strike count, 4-4 ball game. There have been 18 hits combined in this ball game, and Lauder falls, and that's going to be issued a ball. It is a
pitch clock violation.
Pitch clock violation. Lauder started, looked like his spike caught as he went to drive to home play. Actually, his back foot slipped out from underneath him. So it's a 2 ball, no strike count. Here to Weatherholt. And a fastball right down Broadway. Strike 1. 2 ball, 1 strike count. Well, Lauder knows this is his last inning, so he can empty the tank here. He is about to throw his 89th pitch. He does, and it's down low. It's a slider. And it's 3 ball, 1 strike count. Lauder eyeballing Trevino. Now back to the plate. Fastball lifted foul down the third base line. Well into the seats and out of play. Full count. Brock Burke loosening in the Reds bullpen. It appears he is ready. Popped up again. The fastball up and away. And Weatherholt will foul it off to live for another. Maybe at this point it's Weatherholt and Herrera that Lauder will face, and then the left-hander in to face Burleson. Or maybe you bring in the left-hander to face Burleson if there's trouble. Strike 3 called. That was right down Broadway. Weatherholt caught looking. 1 down.
Well, either way, the fact that Lauder is still out there is a testament to his ability to turn this outing around from an efficiency standpoint. We talked in the first couple of innings how he was behind a lot of these Cardinal hitters. He's been able to get some early contact after that by throwing early strikes.
Here's Herrera, and he will take a breaking ball strike. That one, a curveball from Lauder, started well in off the plate, broke right to the heart. No ball, 1 strike count. Lauder rocks back, he'll turn it loose. Same pitch, same result. No balls and 2 strikes.
And really from the 4th inning on, he's mixed up what he's been able to get ahead of hitters with. It's not just been the fastball. In fact, rarely the fastball after getting ambushed in the fourth.
Here's the 0-2. Fastball right on his knuckles. Interesting that Trevino had set away, and that ball was right in on the hands of the right-handed hitting Herrera, but that one just flat ate him up. Another 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball that is downstairs this time, and Herrera will take that. 1-2 2-strike count. One down in the inning. We are tied at 4 runs apiece, Reds and Cardinals, in the second game of this doubleheader. Check swing on a slider down and away, didn't go. And that'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Almost appears like Herrera is just not swinging at anything with spin. 2-2 pitch coming. Breaking ball pulled foul. He swung at that one. That was a breaking ball that was on the plate. Kind of an awkward swing, but a swing nonetheless as he fouls off the breaking ball down the third baseline. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Louder popped him up. It is right towards the third base dugout. Trevino is there. 2 down. And here comes Terry Francona. And just as we suspected, it's going to be the left-hander Burke to face the big burly Alec Burleson. So 6 2/3 innings, 4-run baseball.
Going back, and he's got it. He dropped it. You have to catch that ball. You have to.
You can't come to the game with that, and you can't do that.
Ronald Acuna Jr. pouring dirt into Ozzie Albies' glove, and I'm telling you, man, he's got almost half the infield in there.
Conway, you look, he wants to throw to second, but he can't get it out. Why? Because it's stuck in the web.
That is a very odd play, and they've just brought a new glove out for Shonowell.
Service industry. But it's not just about the food. It's about our commitment to doing things the JTM way. With passion, integrity, and a dedication to God and His people. Taste the difference today and learn more at jtmfoodgroup.com. JTM. Let's create great dishes together.
Left-hander Brock Burke in to face Alec Burleson. Burke coming on for the 63rd time, 5-4 with a 2.72 ERA. He has thrown the ball awfully well for the Reds out of the bullpen this year. And the Reds need 1 out to finish the 7th. Burleson shows bunt, and he will foul it off the netting above the third base dugout.
That's a bit puzzling. I don't look at Alec Burleson and think he's probably going to bunt for a hit.
Well, the third baseman Suarez is playing at shortstop. Maybe he thought he could pull it off. Fastball well above the zone at 96. That'll even the count at 1-1.
Maybe I'm wrong here, but I got to believe that the Cardinals would want Burleson swinging away.
I think Burleson in his mind is thinking, if I can get on base and bring Walker to the plate, we might could have some action. Popped up down the third base line. Suarez giving chase right at the netting. He won't get it. Falling into the netting was Suarez as the ball, netting, and glove all came together at one time.
I think he got a glove on it.
He got the glove on it, but it hit the heel of his glove. He was trying to navigate that netting, and knowing he was going over that short wall and just reached a little too soon. So that'll give Burleson another chance. It's a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Burke comes to the set and to the plate. Fastball, see you later. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will do it for the Cardinals here in the 7th. We're tied at 4.
Without a doubt, a hitter's ballpark. See what happens here over these next 3 games.
And that is launched. I think he answered a question. A good night for the hitters. Leadoff homer, Yandy Diaz, 1-0 Rays.
Yandy is back, B.A. Or so it seems.
I mean, listen, you have a 4-hit day, and then you roll out of bed the next day, and in your first at-bat, Jacob Lopez, mistake pitch, and that was an absolute no-doubter anytime you put it up on top of a roof.
Immensely fruity and intensely chewy.
With 60 nonstop destinations, CVG will get you from the dugout to your destination in no time. Make CVG your MVP for travel convenience. Visit CVGAirport.com for more information. CVG Airport, connecting you to home run.
Strzelecki coming on. I think Strzelecki was with the Milwaukee Brewers and was put on waivers. The Cardinals picked him up. Now he's in the big leagues. And first pitch misses a bit down and away. It's a 1-ball, no strike here to the right-handed hitting Jose Trevino.
He's still got a Brewers colored glove. Blue and gold. Fidgety out there, isn't he?
Constantly moving. Ball 1. Ball 2, excuse me.
Bless you.
Had to sneeze there. Momentary bit of silence. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And a fastball right down Broadway.
How about what's going on with the Diamondbacks? Ketel Marte never showed up for their game today, and they have put him on the restricted list.
Swing and a miss. Slider off the outside corner, and Trevino goes after it. There has been a lot of controversy with one Ketel Marte over the last couple of years, and his manager Toy Lavello has backed him up time and time again, but not too many players backing him up. Tapper foul off to the third base side. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And there have been some times where he had an issue at the house. I don't know if it was a break-in or a supposed break-in, and he didn't come somewhere for something. Can't remember the exact story. Fouled back behind home plate, but that's not a good thing.
No,
because the Diamondbacks are playing awfully good baseball. Corbin Carroll is on fire.
They're right there in the middle of that race.
Here's the 2-2 and a line drive into right field. It will be caught by Baez. 1 down.
That's the last thing you want.
Is a distraction.
Exactly. In the middle of all that.
And you can bet that somewhere along the line there will be some what's the best way to put that? They'll figure out a way to spin it. Let's just say that. Here's TJ Friedel for the 3rd time. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a breaking ball up and away as Blaze Jordan Jordan came charging in from third base. Jordan's playing right. Well, he's playing 2 or 3 steps in on the grass. Outside, a fastball runs away from Friedel. It's a 2-ball, no strike count. De La Cruz waiting on deck. Friedel trying to get aboard any way he can here. Strzelecki to the plate. Foul behind home plate. Sinking fastball ran away from Friedel. He caught it off the end of the bat. 2-ball, 1 strike count. Reds have 10 hits, 4 runs in the ball game. They've made an error. Cardinals have 8 hits, 4 runs. They have played error-free baseball. Backdoor breaking ball misses outside. Friedel will take that to move the count to 3-1. Strzelecki turns it loose. Fastball right over the inside corner. That is strike 2. So a full count here to Friedel. 1 down here in the Reds' 7th. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. A fastball upstairs at 91. 2 down.
Apparently Marte made it to Boston with the team. Just never showed up to Fenway today for the game. They were hoping he would DH tonight.
Well, let's hope he's all right.
Well, apparently he is okay physically.
Breaking ball, strike 1 here to Ellie De La Cruz. Ellie waits on the 0-1 pitch. Fastball, actually a changeup. Strzelecki pulled that all the way across the plate. Tried to turn it over, and he just jerked it down and in. 1-ball, 1 strike count. The pitch. Fastball fouled down the third baseline. Down and away from De La Cruz, sinking away. Hit it off the end of the bat, and it's a 1-ball, 2 strike count.
There's reports coming from Nick Picoro of the Arizona Republic covering the Diamondbacks.
Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball. Did he go? He did not. Ellie checked his swing just in time. That almost hit Ellie in the back quad. 2-ball, 2 strike count. Reds plated 3 runs in the 6th to tie this one up. Breaking ball, strike 3 call. Nelly will challenge. If the Reds lose it, it'll be their last one.
Hitter is challenging.
I think he thought it was low. Might have been.
It was.
Call's overturned. Count is 3-2.
0.3 inches. How big is 0.3 inches?
About like that.
You think that's a millimeter?
Yeah, maybe.
Here's the 3-2, and it is fouled off. A fastball right in on the hands of De La Cruz.
1 or 2.
Ellie sets ready, waiting on another 3-2 pitch from Peter Strzelecki, and here he comes. Fly ball high into the air, out into right center field. Church giving chase. He will catch it 1 foot on the track, 1 foot on the grass. Final out for the Reds here in the 7th. Folks, we're tied at.
Well, when we moved downtown San Diego from Qualcomm to Petco Ballpark, new uniforms were on the way, and this is the Padre home white. This jersey is from 2007, which was a career year for myself, winning a Cy Young. There's some different memories that stand out. One in this uniform against the Braves, where I struck out a Padre record 16, wearing this jersey, trying to make the Padre and the Friar faithful proud.
An easy one again for Olerud, or is it going to be? Oh, it's going to be neither.
Fly on the infield. Alicea coming in, and a collision, and the ball drops.
Popped up. Ordonez, Alfonso. Oh! They both look at each other, and it bounces free. Shallow center. Chico. Oh! Dropped the ball. Oh! And it drops it a couple of times. Burrell doesn't see it. He doesn't see it.
Cianfrocco is going to get at least a double. There's that tough corner. Throw coming in. It's way over. I don't know what happened. It might have hit the stands, and the Padres have scored a run on that play.
Watch this. He goes down, picks it up, and he gets a piece of paper between the ball and his fingers.
That's the weirdest play I've seen in forever.
Cardinals bat in the 8th inning of a 4-4 tie. Game 2 of today's doubleheader. Brock Burke's still out there, and the right-handed hitting Jordan Walker swings the first offering. Bounces a slider foul up the third base line for strike 1. 4 runs, 10 hits, and error for the Reds. 4 runs, 8 hits. Error-free baseball for St. Louis. Burke's 0-1. Way low and inside to Walker. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, with the game being tied, Burke is going above and beyond, pitching 2 innings. We've seen an inning and 2/3. He's pitched a couple of innings earlier in the season several times, but
the 1-1. Swinging a ground ball right between short and third. That's into left field for a hit. Walker's on with a leadoff single here in the 8th inning.
As much as the Reds have used him, this is above and beyond the call to duty.
Burke came on in the 7th, got the final out, striking out Alec Burleson. Sticking with him here in the 8th. Joshua Baez is up now. Baez 0 for 3. He has flied to right, hit into a fielder's choice, and flied to center. Burke to the plate. Baez, a wave and a miss, strike 1.
And definitely not an over ask to go out and pitch an inning and a third. That's not what I mean by that. It's just not the normal when you've got a guy that's pitched that long to have to come back, sit down, and go back out.
And it's the up-down pitch.
That's all it is.
Fouled, yeah. It's not so much the number of batters.
Right.
0-2 on Baez.
Because there have been other ball games where we've seen Burke come in, get out of a jam, maybe get 1 or 2 outs, and somebody else comes in for the foul to start the following inning. But he's pitched so well, and he's one of those arms that you just have to trust.
Yeah. 0-2 on Baez. The pitch down and in, and Reds are trying to extend their bullpen arms, really stretch them as much as you can at this point. A lot of games in a short period of time. One ball and 2 strikes on Baez. Burke throws. Swinging a foul straight back. Baez does not have a hit since his first 3 at-bats in the big leagues when he homered in each of them. Those are his only 3 big league hits still. He is 3 for 16 now. The left-hander's 1-2. Baez tied up by a fastball 98 inside, and he's down on strikes.
So what that means is he's 0 for his last 14.
That's exactly what that means, yes. And the strikeouts are starting to pile up on him. Nathan Church will be lifted for a pinch hitter. And Matt Tracy will jog out to the mound with a fresh scouting report on how they want Burke to face Jose Fermin. Runner on at first base with 1 man out. That great taste of the ballpark at home with JTM's Philly Kits and Fat Tire beer, cheese, and pretzels. Find these game day favorites in your grocer's freezer. JTM Food Group. Let's create great dishes together. One on, 1 out. Fermin at the plate. Burke the pause, the pitch. Up and away with a slider for ball 1. 1-0. Mason Wynn waits on deck. He's 1 for 3. A couple of strikeouts for Wynn. And right now, Burke hoping he doesn't have to even bother with him. He'd love a double play. Instead, it's lifted by Fermin into center. TJ Friedel coming on. He's under it. He's waiting. He's got it. Back to first base, Walker. And now 2 outs, and here is the aforementioned Mason Wynn. Join the Reds for another 3-2-1 Tuesday tomorrow, presented by Budweiser at every Tuesday home game. You get to enjoy select $3 beers, $2 Bar S hot dogs, and $1 ice cream cups. You can get your tickets now for tomorrow. Reds.com/Tuesday. Burke's pitch, strike called. Fastball outside corner to the right-handed hitting Mason Wynn. Wynn came into this series struggling, but hits in each of the first 2 games now. A swing and a foul tip on a good fastball from Burke, and it's 0-2. Walker delivered the base hit to open the inning. Strikeout of Baez, a fly out to center by Fermin, and now Burke has Wynn down to the count 0-2, and here he comes. Instead, time called. And out of the box, now back in again. The pause and 0-2. Down and away with a changeup, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. (4-4), 8th inning. Here comes Burke with a 1-2. And a changeup fades down and away from the right-handed hitting Wynn. Another left-hander on deck in Brian Torres. If the inning continues, I'm sure Burke will be left in to face Torres. If he can get Wynn here, this will be his last batter. I would imagine. The pitch is in the dirt. Can't imagine that he'd come back out again in the 9th inning if the game stays tied. Three balls, 2 strikes. A man at first, 2 away. Now Walker will be running on the pitch if Wynn finds a gap. The Reds have the outfield very deep. The pitch is up and away, and that's ball 4. And that could be part of the thinking there with Burke. Look, I have a left-hander up next. No reason to give in to a right-hander, even though he's not exactly scorching hot right now.
Yeah, but the guy, Walker was at first.
That's right.
It's one thing if he's already at second. I can see pitching around him, but you had him down 0-2.
Yep. Never gave in. And now here's Brian Torres. It's a strike. You better be sure you get this guy. 0-1 on Torres. Torres walked his last time up. 0 for 2 today. There goes the runner for third. The pitch is outside. Throw to third. A good one. Not in time. Boy, Walker got a huge jump. It was a great throw from Trevino right on the money to Suarez. It just looked like Walker got there ahead of time.
Well, the reason that Walker took off is because Burke was just coming set, 1-look pitch, set, 1-look pitch. Once you see a pitcher doing that and he's not paying attention to you at all, and he's really not even looking at you, he's just kind of giving a cursory head turn. If you've got any speed at all, you're gone.
17th steal for Walker. The runner still at first. Now 1-1 on Torres. Here's Burke. Swinging a ground ball. That's through the left side of the infield, and there's the base hit. It'll score Walker. And around to third goes Wynn on the base hit by the left-handed hitting Torres off the left-handed throwing Burke. And to your point, the walk of Wynn moves him to scoring position. He steals third and now scores on the ground ball.
That's a great piece of hitting by Brian Torres. Looking for a pitch out over the plate that he can hit that hole with McLean up the middle. And he does exactly that.
Wynn goes first to third. It's now a 5-4 Cardinal lead here in the 8th. Burke throws. And the pitch is a slider low and inside for ball 1. All the result of having a hitter down to the count 0-2 and then walking him. 1 ball, no strikes. And Jose Trevino will now go through. Well, I thought he was going to give signs to the infielders with runners at first and third, but he's going to walk all the way out of the mound with the right-hander Zach McCambley loosening in the Reds bullpen. Jordan 1 for 3. He singled in the 6th, reached on an error in the 5th, and grounded to third in his first at bat back in the 3rd inning. Now the Cardinals will use a pinch runner over at first base.
That's going to be Everson Pereira running for Brian Torres.
So Pereira at first. Runner at third base is Wynn. 2 out of the inning. 1-0 on Blaze Jordan. Here comes Burt. Fastball off the inside corner. And the Reds need Burke to get back in the strike zone in a hurry. Here's his 2-0. Swing and a miss and a changeup, and it's 2-1. A run home for the Cardinals here in the 8th inning to break a 4-4 tie. It's a 2-out run. Walker singled to start the inning, was still there with 2 outs before Mason Wynn walked, and then he stole third and scored on the soft single by Torres. Here's the 2-1. Swing, and there's a line drive, foul over first. 2 balls, 2 strikes. In the bottom of the 8th, the Reds will have Sal Stewart, J.J. Bleday, and Eugenio Suarez coming up. Down by a run. Jose Trevino and Nick Lentz talking there at home plate. Almost looked like Nick Lentz was trying to buy Trevino a little time. I don't know if maybe Jordan caught him on the backswing or what. 2-2 the count. Burke delivers. And the pitch just a little bit low and inside on the fastball. Full count, 3-2. And now Pereira at first will be in motion. Here comes Burke with a payoff. Swing, and it's slapped down the line and right, slicing out of the corner, foul. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Holding here. Burke ready. And here comes the payoff again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a changeup. Blaze Jordan down on strikes. So the inning's over, but the Cardinals get a run in the 8th to break.
It is gone! Second home run of the night for Miguel Vargas.
4 hits tonight. He was a triple shy of the cycle, but a home run in my world's better than a triple.
There's a ground ball the other way. Mason Wynn with a dive. Can he throw it? What a play! How did he do that?
I don't know. I put about 5 stars by that one. It was that good.
I don't have enough ink in my pen.
He was awfully impressive. It was just the fastball early to get the punch out. 7 innings, 4 hits, 8 Ks, and not 1 walk. Domination. Outstanding yet again.
What a performance by Brandon Pfaadt. 7 shutout with 7 strikeouts and no walks here in Atlanta.
He looks like he didn't even sweat out there. Executed every pitch.
There's to left. That ball is out of here. On to the train tracks, and the Astros walk off the Mariners. They win it 10-7 in 10.
Friedel going back, and he's got it. Dropped it. You have to catch that ball. You have to.
You can't come to the game with that, and you can't do that.
Ronald Acuna Jr. pouring dirt into Ozzie Albies' glove. And I'm telling you, man, he's got almost half the infield in there.
John, well, you look, he wants to throw to second, but he can't get it out. Why? Because it's stuck in the web.
That is a very odd play, and they've just brought a new glove out for Shonawell.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
See how the right plan and the right partner can help protect your company's most valuable assets. USI, proud insurance broker of the Cincinnati Reds.
Strzelecki back to work in the Reds' 8th inning. It is 5-4 St. Louis. First pitch to Sal Stewart. Bends low, ball one. Now the 1-0. He finds the outside corner of the breaking ball. Jose Fermin stays in the game. He's in left field. The new center fielder is Everson Pereira remaining in. Pitch is challenged. It was a ball.
Ball's overturned. Counts 2-0.
Challenge that. Sal wins. So it's 2-0 on Stewart. 2-0 pitch. Sal swings, skies it in the air to left, shallow left. In comes Fermin, calling off the shortstop Wynn. It'll be Fermin to make the catch. There's one out in the 8th. Now J.J. Bleday. Reds are down by a run here in the 8th inning. Strzelecki's pitch to Bleday. Breaking ball spins low. After game 1, the Reds did make a roster move today. They have recalled from the minor leagues Zach Maxwell from Louisville.
Big sugar.
Here's the 1-0 to J.J. Bleday. He swings, hits it sharply foul first base side. And game 1 starter designated for assignment, Kent Emanuel, after giving up 2 runs over 5 innings, and gave the Reds a chance in game 1.
Pitched good.
Yep. Bleday takes a changeup for a strike. 1-2 now on J.J. Bleday. I would imagine he will stay in the Reds system. A ball and 2 strikes on Bleday. Nobody on, 1 man out. Here's Strzelecki. Swinging a foul over by Suarez, waiting on decks. Emilio Pagan has started throwing in the Reds bullpen just in case the Reds tie or take the lead.
Well, he may have the 9th no matter what.
1-2. Fouled away by Bleday.
Once you get to the 9th inning, if you're tied or behind, you're not getting a save no matter what in your own home ballpark. So if you're going to use him, might as well go and use him now.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Bleday, and here it comes. Swing and a miss. Got a fastball by him. Elevated it. Bleday couldn't catch up to it. 3-hit game for J.J. Bleday, but he strikes out in his 4th at bat. Eugenio Suarez bats with nobody on and 2 away. Still a chance to be a hero. Home run would tie this thing up. Suarez is 2 for 2 in the nightcap. Swings, hits it sharply, and hits the bag. Bounce right over the third baseman, Jordan, and goes down the left field line. He's going to try for 2. The throw to second. Safe at second base. He got around the tag of Weatherholt. Suarez hustles his way to a double. And now the Reds will lift Suarez for Noelvi Marte, who will run at second base. As soon as that ball hit the bag, Suarez was thinking double the whole time, and a good slide to the outside to get around Weatherholt's tag. A 3-hit game for Eugenio Suarez here in the nightcap. Michael Tolia, the batter, the catcher, out to talk with Strzelecki with a runner down at second base and 2 away here in the 8th inning. That's the tying run, and Marte at second. Tolia doubled his last time up. And now Justin Bruill loosening for the Cardinals, left-hander. Runner at second with 2 outs. Tolia at the plate. Strzelecki sets and fires. High and outside with a fastball, and the count is 1-0. Tolia waves the bat back and forth, waiting on the right-hander. Here's Strzelecki. Swing and a miss, a curveball down and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Reds had the lead in this game when they cashed in on a run in the 1st inning. Cardinals took the lead in the 4th. The pitch, and it's off the inside corner to Tolia.
I don't think that's where Strzelecki wanted that pitch. It was a changeup, and again, he held on to it a bit too long.
Tolia with the count in his favor, 2 balls and a strike. Strzelecki fires. Swung on, and Tolia golfs a towering fly. Medium depth left center. Both Fermin and Pereira converge. It'll be the center fielder Pereira.
1-0, crack to deep center field. Varsho going back as far as he can go, and Langoliers has a grand slam. 6-2 A's. Shea's 3rd home run of the series is a grand slam, and they have blown this game wide open,
and in grand fashion. A home run for his first major league hit for Andrew Pinckney. Bang, zoom goes Pinckney sprinting around the bases.
7 scoreless for Dylan Cease. 36 scoreless in a row on the road.
10 strikeout games this year. Unbelievable.
Just a comfortable big blowout win here.
They've won 8 in a row. They are a season high 25 games over 500. It was a perfect homestand.
And we're tied at 2. And Alex Bregman has his moment here at Wrigley.
Pete's running. Throw to third base. It's a wild throw. Pete's going to score. Cubs win the ball game. Cubs win.
Base hit. This team is unstoppable. Durbin the hero. 12-11. Red Sox win it in 13.
Right-hander Zach McCamley into the ball game. He is our Reds Wober's mustard pitching change. Wober's mustard. Let's put some mustard on it. McCamley, no record, a 4.7 ERA. This will be his 8th appearance in a Reds uniform.
Keith Brian Hayes enters the game over at third base. Cardinals have taken a 5-4 lead in this one as they bat in the 9th. Cardinals getting a 2-out run in the 8th. McCamley readies, he throws, and the pitch is a strike. First pitch cutter right in there. McCamley dealing with the top of the Cardinal order. J.J. Weatherholt leading it off. Weatherholt 1 for 4 tonight. He struck out twice. He watches a breaking ball miss down and in. 1 ball and 1 strike on Weatherholt. 1-1. Swinging a ground ball, deep short. Nice backhand play, McLean. Jump throw, not in time. Weatherholt beats it out. McLean doing a good job just to get to that ball on a sharply hit grounder to his right. Tried the Jeter-style jump throw, but Weatherholt runs well. So Ivan Herrera up there with a runner at first, nobody out. Homered back in the fourth, which at the time tied the game at 1. McCambly's first pitch is a fastball up and in, 1-0. This is the second game of 5 between these two. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swinging and a foul over by the on-deck batter Burleson. Tomorrow it's Andrew Abbott against Kyle Leahy. 6:40 start. 6:40 start again on Wednesday, and then 12:40 on Thursday. This series will feel like it's been a month long by the time Thursday ends. 1 ball, 1 strike on Herrera. McCambly delivers. The pitch is a strike right at the top of the zone over the inside corner.
Tomorrow's September 1st, right?
Mm-hmm. Almost.
Feels like it.
Got ways to go. It is August the 17th at the moment. The 1-2. Breaking ball down and away. Didn't go. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Ivan Herrera. The Reds have that long road trip coming up after this homestand wraps up. And when they get back, it'll still be August. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball. Strike 3. Throws him right over the inside corner. And down on strikes, Ivan Herrera. Pitched by McCambly.
Dusty Baker used to call this time of the year salary drive. And a lot of it was to encourage his players to push and to push because everybody's tired.
Right.
But they're tired throughout baseball. August is a tough month. It's hot and you're physically towards the end of the season. But if you think about it as a salary drive and you think about it as pushing to try to get your numbers into a good spot.
Ground ball rolled foul, first base side.
You have a tendency to have a little bit more motivation when you come to the ballpark.
1 on, 1 out.
Because you can make it or break it in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
You can get your numbers looking really good, or you can secure yourself a minor league assignment or a release.
Fouled off to the left side.
And it doesn't matter where you are in position. If you're in a first place club, you're playing to win every single day and try to keep where you're at. But when you're in last place, you better figure out some way to get yourself motivated to come to the ballpark and be ready to put some kind of show on.
0-2 pitch, ground ball to first. Diving stop by Tolia. Flips to second. McLean back to Tolia, not in time. Burleson beats that out. Wait, that looked like that was definitely a double play ball because 1, it's Burleson running, and 2, it was sharply hit to Tolia, but he didn't get a whole lot on the first throw to McLean. Kind of just tossed it there. McLean got everything he had behind it, but Burleson beats it back. Fielder's choice, 3-6. Still a really nice play by Tolia on the diving stop to get the out at second base. 2 away. And Jordan Walker swings and sends 1 foul deep into the second deck, right side. The count is 0-1.
Well, what the base runner Weatherholt was trying to do was get in the eye line of Matt McLean. And he started out towards the right field side of second. He finished on the third base side of the second base bag, trying to get in the line, not only of the throw from Tolia, but in the eye line of McLean trying to catch the baseball.
Pick to first, runner back. 0-1 on Jordan Walker. McCambly readies, and here comes his 0-1 pitch to Walker. Swing and a miss. A breaking ball. And the count's 0-2. Cambley gave up the leadoff single by Weatherholt. A strikeout and a fielder's choice have followed. McCambley trying to post a scoreless 9th inning and give the Reds a chance in the home half. McLean, Hector Rodriguez, and Jose Trevino are due up. Now time called. The Reds have Dane Myers and Tyler Stevenson available on the bench. Here's McCambley with the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a grounder foul. Question is, will it be Riley O'Brien again? He pitched both ends of the doubleheader and pick up 2 saves. How often did you do that? Get 2 saves in one day?
I don't know the exact time, but it was several.
Yeah,
I love being able to have get 2 saves in one day.
Oh,
boy, that's nothing better.
Here's the 0-2. McCambley home to Walker. Swing and a miss. Got him with a cutter down and out of the zone. So McCambley does post a 0 in the 9th. The lead still 1 for the Cardinals as we go to the bottom of the 9th inning here.
In baseball, it's important to use your head, but it's not always helpful.
It hit him in the head, and oh no,
That's gonna be a home run.
Well, Jose, you have company.
And batter beware, the animal is loose.
Can I see that jump again? It looked like Luke Cornett trying to block a 3.
Now, there's top rail, and then there's yelling 4.
He hits him right in the palm of the glove.
It certainly grades an A for effort.
David Peterson on to pitch. Jacob Marcy loses the bat.
Oh, somebody's throwing a baseball up there from the Mets dugout to try and loosen it.
Shot up the middle. That's where Hyer Lee is, and he drops the ball. Unbelievable.
And how about a look at some heads-up defensive plays?
Converging. It's Cincinnati with the diving play.
And what a rolling grab by Jorge Barrosa.
It's by the pole, and Siri got it. He went up and got it. That, folks, is the magic of baseball.
Royo on the spin, smother, got it.
Fundy goes behind the back.
How about that?
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you gotta say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on, so I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right on a cliff.
Back to school savings at AE Door Sales.
Off the Reds' 9th inning. It's copyrighted broadcast presented by Authority, the Cincinnati Reds. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Reds. This copyright reminder is provided by Dinsmore, the official legal counsel of the Reds. 5-4 Cardinals. We're in the 9th. The pitch to McLean. In for a strike on a breaking ball. First pitch missed up and in. So it's 1-1. It's still Strzelecki on the mound for St. Louis. It's 1-1 pitch. McLean skies a pop-up foul. First base side backing out of play. Hector Rodriguez is on deck. Rodriguez actually has a big hit in this game. He singled home 2 runs to tie this thing up at 4 in the 6th. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him the breaking ball. McLean's down on strikes. Well, the Cardinals are hot right now. They won back-to-back games to finish off a series win over the Cubs up in Chicago. They've won 4 straight series, 5 of their last 6, 10 of 14. Here's the pitch to Hector Rodriguez, and he takes a backdoor breaking ball for a called strike. Strzelecki came in. Got a 1-2-3 7th. Gave up a 2-out double in the 8th. Now Rodriguez fouls back the 0-1, and he's down on the count 0-2. He's trying for a scoreless 9th to lock down a Cardinal win. He would earn the win if he can finish this off. No balls, 2 strikes on Strzelecki. The wind and 0-2. Rodriguez swings and dribbles it foul first base side. Dane Myers will be hitting for Jose Trevino next. The 0-2. It is hammered but pulled foul down the right field line. Well, Rodriguez first 2 RBIs of his major league career tied this game at 4. With his first home run, tied this game at 5. But he's down to the count here 0-2. Strzelecki to the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a curveball in the dirt. Back-to-back strikeouts. Throw to first completes the strikeout of Hector Rodriguez. 2 outs here in the 9th. And it will be Dane Myers to bat in place of Jose Trevino. Well, Myers started game 1. We talked in that game about one of the things that has made Dane Myers very valuable on this team, besides his center field play, is the fact that he has been a productive hitter off the bench for the Reds.
But normally when he's coming off the bench, he's facing a left-handed pitcher.
Right-hander against right-hander here. Myers takes a breaking ball down too low, 1-0. Tyler Stevenson is out on deck. He would hit for Friedel if it gets that far. Strzelecki's 1-0. Myers swings, high drive, deep left field. Back goes Fermin. He's out of room. There it goes. It's gone. A pinch hit home run has tied this game at 5 off the bat of Dane Myers.
Oh my goodness, second home run of the day for Dane Myers. He hit a home run in game 1 and he ties it here in the bottom of the 9th. Oh my goodness.
With 2 outs, Myers off the bench right on right, and he launches one over the head of the left fielder Fermin into the seats. And now Tyler Stevenson.
Like I said, salary run. With Dane Myers, he's hitting well over 300 off the bench for the Reds this year. There are not too many folks in Major League Baseball that can claim that feat.
So now it's Stevenson batting for Friedel. The pitch. Stevenson swings, fly ball, center field, playable. Pereira moving toward right center. He's got it, and the inning is over. We play on. To the 10th we go. 18 innings of baseball just isn't enough today. 5-5 to the 10th. Back to Cowboy on the Reds Radio Network.
I'm going to throw out a restaurant kitchen term to you, and then hit me with the baseball one. I'll start first.
Okay.
Mise en place.
Oh, mise en place. That is, as the chef, you put all your different ingredients out, kind of before you start cooking, right?
You got it, man. Yeah. That's the most important
That's a tough one. I hear this one a lot because of my name, can of corn.
Easy fly ball.
A chance for redemption here for Ben Rice.
Driven deep to right field. Going back, Lucas on the track, looking up. See ya! That's how you make up for an error. A 2-run home run, and the Yankees lead 4-2. Oh, did they need that?
And so did he. Probably a slider down and out over the plate and absolutely drills it. What a game, right? From GOAT to hero in about 20 minutes. Home run number 33. That is extension and barrel. The ball was mashed.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Extra inning baseball. And Emilio Pagan out of the Reds bullpen. He will take over for McCambly here in the 10th. The Cardinals will get a ghost runner out at second. That will be Jordan Walker. Pagan, our Reds Wolvers mustard pitching change. Wolvers mustard. Let's put some mustard on it. And boy, did Dane Myers do exactly that with a home run with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth to tie this baby at 5 runs apiece. All even. And we begin again. Walker at second. The Reds closer Pagan on the mound. Here's Josh Baez. First pitch swinging, and he threw it right by him. High heater up and in. Swings right through it. No ball, 1 strike count. Baez, Fermin, and the shortstop Mason Wynn due up for the Cardinals. The pitch. Fastball off the outside corner. That'll even things at 1 ball and 1 strike. Second game of a doubleheader, and we are into the 10th. It has been back and forth here tonight. 1-1 pitch from Pagan. Foul ball. And Baez is saying it hit him, and they are going to give him first base. No, the first base umpire is saying that's a swing. So Baez thinks he's going to first. He is not going to first. He was taking off all of his equipment, and now here comes Oliver Marmol, the Cardinal manager.
He can't believe that it was a swing.
Edwin Moscoso pumped the right hand into the air, and he went around. And it hit him, but he went around anyway. Right on the right finger, so Baez will get redressed. With the swing set on his left elbow, he'll reattach all of the batting gloves and the wristbands, and he'll step back in. It is a 1 ball, 2 strike count.
Moscoso got it right. He swung. I mean, it looks weird. Hit him in the hand.
Well, it wouldn't be a Cardinal Red game without a bit of controversy.
True.
Here's the 1-2 from Emilio Pagan. Struck him out. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 down. The old high heater, and Baez couldn't lay off of it, and he couldn't go get it.
Well, that's 11 strikeouts by Reds pitching, so that's a pizza strikeout. Pizza, everybody with a ticket from this ball game. Just enter your ticket code at larosas.com/Reds and get a coupon code for a free small 1-topping pizza. Thanks to our friends at La Rosa's.
Here's Jose Fermin. 1 for 4 on the night. Right-handed hitter. First pitch just a bit off the inside corner. 1 ball, no strike count. When you're playing in the extra innings in Major League Baseball now with the runner added at second base, that first out is absolutely critical without allowing the runner to move. So the strikeout is big for Pagan, but he has fallen behind Fermin. 2 balls and no strikes. Mason Wynn waiting on deck. Pagan trying to give the Reds a chance in the bottom of 10. Strike over the inside corner. A cutter that came right back, and Fermin will challenge.
Pitch called a strike. Hitter is challenging.
Well, let's see how it looks. It looks low.
Calls overturned.
3 balls and no strikes here to the right-handed hitting Jose Fermin. And with that challenge by the Cardinals, that allows them another challenge. They'll keep their challenge. You get an extra one here in extra innings. So the Reds will have a challenge, Cardinals as well. Pagan eyeballing Stevenson. He'll come to the set. He checks Walker. And to the plate. Upstairs, ball 4. So down to first is Fermin. That'll put runners at first and second base, but it puts the double play in order, but it also puts 2 runners aboard.
And this guy's not exactly the easiest to double up because of his speed.
He's already gotten 1 RBI tonight going the other way. First pitch, swing and a miss. Cutter down and away. And right over the top of it is Mason Wynn. No ball, 1 strike count. 5-5 is the score. 1 down here in the top of the 10th. Cardinals with 2 base runners, first and second. And the pitch. Strike 2. Not sure what Mason Wynn was doing there. He kind of showed bunt and then pulled it back as if he was going to take. He did take, and it was right there. No ball, 2 strike count. Pagan spins back towards second base. Walker was heading back to the bag anyway. The Reds are playing at double play depth with their shortstop and second baseman. Stewart playing almost behind the bag at second base. Now he'll back up. The pitch. Upstairs, high fastball out of the strike zone. 1 ball, 2 strike count here to Mason Wynn. Back to the plate. Fastball in. Almost got Mason Wynn in that front elbow. So from 0-2 to 2-2. And Wynn will call timeout. He'll step out of the batter's box. I think if you're Emilio Pagan, you want to make it happen right here. And you got to watch Walker because he will take off for third. He's already done it 1 time here tonight. Here's the pitch, and that's outside. Ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes here to Mason Wynn. Had him down 0-2, and Pagan has missed on 3 consecutive. Three-two pitch coming. Here we go. Tapper foul, a fastball right down Broadway, and Wynn hit it off the end of the bat. So we'll do it again. It's never easy.
Why would it be?
It's never easy.
What fun would that be?
The runners were not going, but that doesn't necessarily mean they won't be running here. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Wynn was already heading back to the dugout. 2 down. Fastball up and away. That was ball 4, and Wynn could not hold up.
And Oliver Marmol will be managing the rest of this game from the clubhouse.
Marmol is already upset because of the strike call earlier.
I like that Edwin Moscoso is just humoring him. Marmol said, "You missed 2." And he goes, 2? He was quick to point out the 2 that he was referring to. He's fiery now.
Well, Oliver Marmol, as you mentioned, Tommy, will be tossed from the ball game. And that will bring Everson Pereira to the plate.
Well, the part I don't understand is it certainly appeared as though Mason Wynn thought he had gone. He was making his way back to the dugout.
Going to the dugout. I think Marmol was just waiting for something so he could go get on Moscoso. First and second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. Good cutter. as the right-handed hitting Pereira very aggressive on the first pitch. It's a no ball, 1 strike count. Pagan from the set. Checks Walker once, pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. McLean has it, underhands to Stewart, and that'll do it. The Reds have put a 0 on the board here in the top of the 10th. They need 1 run to win it. Bottom of the 10 coming up.
There goes Gibson. Bouncing ball, hit and run. It bounces off his helmet. Gibson coming to third, and they have him in a rundown. The ball hit Gibson's helmet.
And the fact that Kirk Gibson doesn't have a lot of hair probably aided the Cubs. A little more hair, the helmet stays on, the ball goes into the outfield. One of the strangest plays you'll ever see in the game.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
And don't miss the live shows and seasonal events that make every visit feel brand new.
Left-hander Justin Bruill out of the Cardinal bullpen. This will be his 56th appearance. No record, a 3.26 ERA. He's allowed 58 hits in 60 2/3 innings. The Reds will start with Tyler Stevenson standing at second base and Ellie De La Cruz at the plate. So you don't have your speediest base runner, but you have your last catcher standing at second. A check swing, and boy, I bet the Cardinals are really hot now.
That probably didn't help matters.
Check swing indicated no swing by the first base umpire Edwin Moscoso, who just tossed the Cardinal manager. And another breaking ball that misses outside. It's a 2-ball, no strike count here to Ellie.
Maybe wondering why not bunt here. Well, if you had maybe a speedier runner at second, you might be more likely to consider it.
2-ball, no strike count. The pitch. And that's going to miss outside. 3-0.
You also have one of your most dangerous hitters at the plate, too, so you hate to take the bat out of his hands, but you also have your best RBI guy waiting on deck.
So nothing really close for De La Cruz here on the first 3 pitches. He readies. Bruill checks second once, pitch. And it's a strike, a fastball at 90 over the inside corner.
Are you surprised they're not bunting?
No. Because your third hitter is Blade. So if you bunt, they walk Stewart.
Right.
Pitch. Tapper foul at home plate. And it was a slider down and in. And Ellie got a piece of it, but not a whole lot of it. So from 3-0 to 3-2 we go. And Tyler Stevenson is camping out at second base. He's waiting for something in the gap. Bruill will come to the set and to the plate. Ground ball by the third baseman. Stevenson, here he comes. They're going to wave him. Here's the throw, not nearly in time, and the Reds will walk off the Cardinals in game 2. A base hit by Ellie De La Cruz. It just ate up the third baseman, Blaze Jordan, and the Reds will win it here in 10. 6-5 is the score. We'll be back in a moment.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power. And low APR offers with Ford credit financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2026 model year.
The walk-off homer. The double overtime win. The tourney ending buzzer beater. Your team gives you so many reasons to grin, just like United Concordia Dental. We offer group dental benefits connecting oral health and overall health for smiles that stretch from ear to ear and head to toe. Discover how at grinwithucd.com. Grin from within. United Concordia Dental. Products underwritten by United Concordia Insurance Company and United Concordia Insurance Company of New York.
Champion Windows and the Cincinnati Reds are teaming up to give you a home run deal. Right now, we're offering buy 2 windows, get 2 free. And for a limited time, Reds fans can get an additional $1,000 off a sunroom using promo code GOREDS. Call or schedule your free estimate on